Sorry about that. So here we are back, finishing this up. The side length here is 20.06. So let's go 20.06. Now, we could have found that side by using the Pythagorean theorem. 27 squared plus 18 squared plus x squared or whatever, and then solved it that way. That was another way we could do it. Or we can use the trig ratios. As you get more comfortable with these ratios, that the faster that's going to be, and you won't want to use the Pythagorean theorem quite as much. All right, let's go ahead and do a U-try. Let's see here, this is X, and this is Y, and this is Z. This is a 90-degree angle, this is 5, and this is 9. And so instead of writing down all of the things we need here, we're going to just write down the ones that we're missing. So we're missing XY, and we are missing measure of angle X, and we're missing measure of angle Y. Okay, so go ahead and get to work, see what you can do. All right, see how you did. Now, if you wanted to find the hypotenuse, the way we already know, we can say 9 squared plus 5 squared equals, I probably shouldn't say x squared, it should be z squared, right? So that's 81 plus 25, and 81 plus 25 is 106. So 106, the square root of 106 is about 1003. So you can do it that way, or you can use one of the trig functions to find it. So either way is fine. Now I'm going to say about 10.3 is there. Now let's go ahead and find angle Y. So angle Y, I have the opposite and the adjacent. So that's tangent. I don't have the hypotenuse. Oh, I do have the hypotenuse yet. I could use that, but this is a number that I rounded, and so I don't really want to use that one. I want to use the numbers that are here, that are good, that are solid, that are whole numbers. And so I'm going to go opposite over adjacent. Opposite over adjacent, that's tangent. So tangent of, inverse tangent of opposite over adjacent, 5/9. Let's see what that is. So I clear out my calculator. I go second tangent, 5 divided by 9, and parentheses, and I get about 29 degrees. So Y is about 29 degrees. Or sorry, I put that in the wrong spot, 29 degrees. All right, X then, I can do the same thing where I go from X, I go opposite over adjacent, so it would be inverse tangent of opposite over adjacent, because I'm going from here now, so opposite over adjacent, that's 9 over 5, and that'll get me about 61 degrees. Or I can just say 29 plus 90 is 119, 180 minus 119 is 61. And that is the end of oh no, I got a little bit more. Hey, let's do a couple more examples. Why not? While we're here. I've got several more U-tries. I've got 3 more. Let's practice this a little bit more, since we already started a whole nother video for this section. Here's a right triangle. C, A, and B. 7 over here, X over here, 36 over here. We've got another one here. 90 degrees, 63 degrees here. X as the hypotenuse, 12. So these are, I want to find out what x equals, I want to find out what x equals, and here's another one, I want to find out what x equals. And so this is 18, this is x here, and this is 6. All right, x equals. So I want all these to the nearest, hundredth. So it's going to be x is approximately here, probably, definitely. Okay, now let's go ahead and get to work on all of these. Use our trig functions to find out the value of x. All right, go. All right, let's see how you did here. So I've got 36, and here's my hypotenuse. It's across from the 90-degree angle. So opposite and adjacent, I'm going to go tangent of 36 equals the opposite, which is x, over the adjacent, which is 7. I multiply both sides by 7, and so I have 7 times the tangent of 36. And so I plug that in my calculator. 7 times the tangent of 36 is approximately 5.09. Now I have 63 here. I've got the opposite, and I've got the hypotenuse. So opposite and hypotenuse, that's SO, opposite, hypotenuse, so sine. Sine of 63 equals the opposite, which is 12, over the hypotenuse, which is x. And if I use my fancy algebra, then I end up with x equals 12 over the sine of 63. And when I plug all that into my calculator, I get approximately 13.47. And the last one here, I have this angle, and I've got my opposite and my hypotenuse. So opposite and hypotenuse, again, that's sine. So I want to do inverse sine of x, because now I'm trying to get my angle here, so I use inverse for the angle. The inverse sine, so I'm trying to find the angle. I'm using my ratio to find the angle. So inverse sine of opposite over hypotenuse, opposite 6 over hypotenuse, that's going to give me x. That's going to give me my angle. So I plug that into my calculator, and I get approximately 19.5. And that is the end of 8-4. Thank you for bearing with me. Good luck on the homework. See you later.